Hey there. This is Nanjing Chongyue Analytical Instruments Company, Limited, and in today's episode, I'm going to walk you through how to test and calibrate this instrument. Well, the instrument comes pre-calibrated from the factory. All you've got to do is power it on like this, just hit the switch a few times, and then connect this holder right here under the stand to the instrument. Just pop the sample cup into the holder, and the instrument automatically starts the test. When it's finished, it'll print your results right onto that little paper strip over on the right. Now, we're going to show you a quick demo of how it all works. So, to calibrate the instrument, we're going to start by pressing this button, the time calibration button, right here. When we press it, you'll see the factory carbon calibration value is set to 0. The silicon calibration value is 0.06. Each unit gets factory calibrated around 0.06 based on its condition. After pressing the button, it shows 0.06. Let's demo calibration. We'll increase the silicon calibration by 0.02, bumping it to 0.08. Now check the result at the same temp. We'll also increase the carbon calibration by 0.02. Once you've tweaked the calibration values, just hit the equivalent probe button to start the analysis. And by the way, if you ever power the unit off and back on, it automatically returns to equivalent probe mode by default. If you don't power off after calibration, you must manually press the equivalent probe button to activate the new settings. The instrument typically detects a temperature around 1230 degrees Celsius, give or take 50 or 60 degrees is totally acceptable. And remember, this is just the temperature inside the sample cup. That's not the melting furnace temp, which is usually over 1400 degrees Celsius. After scooping molten iron into the cup, temp drops to about 1300 degrees Celsius. For precise tap temp, say, 1580 degrees Celsius, use the pyrometer on the right. It measures steel, iron, copper, aluminum, and cast iron temps. This unit is specifically for measuring carbon and silicon content in molten iron. It's running thermal analysis right now. Oh, look. The result just popped out and auto-printed. Okay, so we'll tear off this paper strip and compare. This one's the original reading, and this is the new one we just got. Even though it's the same pouring temperature both times, the system analyzes the result using these two platform temperatures. As you can see, both platform temperatures are identical. And we didn't adjust the carbon calibration at all. We raised it by 0.02, but the printout doesn't show the silicon calibration adjustment. We added 0.02. We added 0.02, so silicon content decreased. It's now 0.07 lower, every 0.01 increase. To the silicon calibration value, the reported silicon content drops by 0.35. It's lower now, was 0.96% Si. And now it's reading 0.87% silicon. It dropped 0.07. So for every 0.01 you raise the silicon calibration, reported SI drops 0.35. Carbon works differently, whatever you add, it adds. We added 0.02, it shows plus 0.02. Carbon cal can go up or down, but silicon only goes down. That's because instruments usually read SI high, so factory cal subtracts some. We always apply this offset by default. If your readings still seem high, you can adjust further. So, every time you bump the silicon cal by 0.02, the reading drops. And conversely, every 0.01 decrease. Alright, so that's basically the whole demo. Once your instrument shows up, all you've got to do is plug in the power cord, super easy. Go ahead and plug it in, connect the holder, and place the sample cup onto it. The green light will turn on. Then, scoop molten iron and pour it into the sample cup, the yellow light comes on. Once analysis finishes, the red light illuminates, and it automatically prints your results. It's completely hands-off, no manual intervention needed. Super easy. And one more thing, always use genuine sample cups. They're a consumable, so stick with originals. Alright, that's a wrap for this episode. If you've got any questions, don't hesitate to get in touch. We'll see you in the next one.